Welcome to the Legend of Nephilia. That is what I wrote this little one shot to be. It consists of 5 parts: the introduction, part 1, 2, 3, 4. It's supposed to take about 4 hours. Obviously, I had to prepare for the session 0 stuff at the beginning, so we're pushing about 45 minutes later than I anticipated starting. However, I know a lot of it you guys will probably fly through, especially if you played D&D several times, which I believe all 3 of you have. Luke will be the only newest player. He's only been in 1 campaign so far. He's currently a part of that campaign, and he has not reached this high level yet. So when he joins us in a little bit, we'll have to keep him up to date on what's going on and make sure he also gets some participation. This campaign is designed for 4 level 15 players. However, total there are 7 actual characters that will be going through. The other 3 will be NPCs that will be assisting you on your journey, mostly in your roles for specific things. Because a lot of the different information and stuff that you have to solve will be pooled rolls. So you take everybody's number and put the average, basically, is what the idea is. And then proficiencies help add +1s, +2s, whatever's after that. Unless your score straight up beats it. I also have individual rules. So the world of Nephilia is a place of wonder and a sanctuary hidden from the malevolent gaze of the old ones who are prowling the void between space, looking for fresh planets to consume. As this world was developing, it found out that it had no gods, so they don't know anything about these outer beings or these higher than level 20s, basically. The highest level anyone has achieved is level 15. And that can be seen in the 7 heroes of each race. So we're going to introduce each other as you stand in the hallway as the council is deliberating. You 7 are now standing there discussing amongst yourselves of what's going on. All you have heard is a call for action against some terrible calamity incoming on your planet, onto your world. So we're going to introduce each other, starting with the loudest and most boisterous character, Rezzo.
Alright. Do I need to be in character for this portion?
Yes, you're introducing yourself. So
hello there, wee lads. How are we doing today? Such a fine day. I'm Domley. Pleasure to meet you. And I'm a open up a little piece on the end of my hammer, and I'm gonna take a swig. I'm gonna pop it back in. So you guys see dwarf about 3'11", carrying a keg hammer. It's made of a purplish kind of metal with some runes over it. I do not have a shield. Other than that, I'm just wearing some light cloth armor. Not really armor. Light cloth clothes on the bottom.
Alright. Go ahead, Spud. And you have to say your full name.
God damn it. I hate you. A pleasure to meet you. I am Rorik Spudicus, Knight Captain of the Emberhold. I look forward to whatever it is we have been summoned here to do. You see a 6-foot-tall, crimson-skinned tiefling with folded wings and adorned in a very nice-looking armor that clearly has military rank inscribed on it. And does a sick kickflip, apparently.
Alright, and then moving on to Outshadow, your character.
Tell me I absolutely butcher everything because I failed English. How do you even pronounce this name?
You made the name!
I know. That's the worst part.
Talon Vaythorn.
There we go. My name is Dalen Vaythorn. I am a 5'6" male elf druid. I have crimson red eyes. I'm also a drow with silver white hair. About 120 years old. And I'm here to make sure everything goes well.
Quite young for an elf. One of the other members in the line, a female elf with silvery blonde hair, with a slight glow of the high elves, shoots at you with a blithering stare from her piercing violet eyes. I am Aria Valendril, born of one of Arendor's most prestigious noble families. I am here to assist you, people, however I can with my magics. And as she says that, she flicks her fingers and magic particles basically pop off it.
Well, you don't need to be so condescending, you woodland sprite.
It'd be easier to be less condescending if I didn't have to look down on you so much.
Oh, you'll be looking up at me real soon, lassie.
She turns to the woodland elf next to her, Kaylin Windstride, who doesn't say anything but kind of glances around, not too perturbed at her company, but obviously less open. However, her tales have been heard far and wide, as she is a master huntress, one who has even taken down a dragon by herself. She's from the land of Silvalis, land of the Wood Elves, and she's a known ranger hunter. I was hoping Luke would be here by now so I could introduce his character. But instead, the smallest member of the party, at only 3 feet, pipes in with the comment of height. At least you ain't looking up so much. Tink Berrybolt at your service, artificer and battlesmith. Tink is a well-known prodigy from Gear Hollow, the land of the gnomes, for her eccentric machinery, most of which seems to have violent eruptions accompanying them after their time has expired. And last, but definitely not least, pull up his stuff somewhere. The last race, human, is represented by this tall, dark brown hair, sun-kissed from traveling, very weathered, as he has seen most of the world now, holding this tall, gnarled piece of wood in his hand and long, flowing robes coming down. Eric Jaeger, a cleric who's known to go about healing everything he can. And that is the last of the heroes. I was really hoping he would be here by now. I have to scroll really far down on my notes. Hold on. As you guys finish introducing yourselves to each other, the doors to the grand chamber where the council is residing groan as they're opened with a deep resonating boom as they finish opening. And you hear the beckoning call from one of the various leaders. Enter and show yourselves, heroes. And so you all slowly file in. Luke's character, Kaylin, and Outshadow. So as you enter this hall, you see the 7 seats that hold the various leaders of Nephilia. I gotta scroll all the way back up in my notes again so I can actually give descriptions of all of them, because I don't have all of this memorized quite yet because I just wrote it. Slightly to the left of the front center seat, as you're looking at it, is the Archmage Ellereth Sorin of Arendor, or known as the Shining Spire. From the Archmage is an opposing figure of grace and intellect, with long silver hair, pale gold skin with the slight glow, and piercing amethyst eyes. As she looks over you, you can feel the movement of magics as she looks at each of you. She is the embodiment of elven elegance as she stands there holding a goblet in one hand, and in her other hand a book that she briefly looked up from to scan you all before going back to. Next to her, on the 9 o'clock side, is Warden Silverus Dawnshade of Silvalis, or the Living Canopy. Warden Silvalis is a tall, sinewy elf with bronze skin and green reflective eyes of the Wood Elves. She has bark-like tattoos up their arms and chest. As both a warrior and a druid, protector of the forest of Silvaris, she exudes an aura of like a still forest. Further down, you could see Matron Nisera of Umbraeth, the leader and matriarch of the Drow. She stands with a commanding presence, her arms crossed as she looks down on most of you. Coming from the matriarch, she scoffs at the many males in the group while looking prideful of the women amongst you. On the opposite side, from the center throne on the right side, is the King Tharnor Ironheart of Kazdoral. He's stout and powerful, with fiery red hair braided down into golden rings. He has steely gray eyes that show determination and a bright twinkle at the idea of a tough battle ahead. Next to them is Tinkerite Fizwick. His hair is spiky. Think of Einstein, and where it's all wild in every way. He has a pair of goggles on that have different sized lenses as he sits there and fiddles with a glowing greenish purple concoction, gently adding sprinkles of bits from his various pouches all over his thing, completely ignoring your presence overall, as the brew slowly starts to bubble and hiss in his hands. And next to them on that final side is Chancellor Calithra of the Crimson Citadel of Emberhold. She's a beautiful dark red skin tone with high pointed horns. 2 large leathery wings flutter behind her in the wind blowing through the chamber. And she looks upon you with a stoic gaze that's almost unreadable, but you can see the slight curl of her mouth as she looks over the heroes. Front and center in front of you is Queen Seraphina, leader of the Council of Concordia. She's a human of striking beauty, with chestnut hair and warm hazel eyes, and an aura of grace surrounds her. As you enter, she greets you. Let me go. So as you step into the chamber, all the leaders of the various races look at you with expectation. All of them are, several of them go back to what they were doing, while others look at you and scrutinize you more thoroughly than the others. Everything falls silent, save for the faint hum of the magical wards protecting the council. Queen Seraphina rises from her seat, her regal bearing commanding your attention. She scans the group, her eyes filled with a mix of hope and desperation. Champions, you have been summoned here because the fate of our world depends on your courage, your strength, and your unity. A horror of the stars has cast its shadow over our world, and we now stand on the edge of annihilation. Her words echo through the chamber, and Archmage Ellereth, who speaks next, her hair gleaming softly as she summons a spell to display a blob basically hurtling through the stars, your planet seen in the rough background. Each of you has faced trials the most scarcely can imagine, but the trials ahead will demand more of your skill or strength. They will demand sacrifice. And this entity that comes we know very little about. Warden Savaris gestures to, and a table slowly rises from the floor, and a map forms of the elements with the help of the Archmage. And it shows the Celestial Nexus. The Nexus is where the battle must be fought. It is the last bastion of celestial powerful, strong enough to challenge the horror, but even its light is fading. And Chancellor Calithra leans forward, her eyes smoldering in defiance. You are our only hope. If you falter, Nephilia will fall. Finally, King Theranor glances at you all. Are you ready for this task? Or do you need more of our assistance? Welcome, Luke, to the game.
Hello. Sorry it took me so long.
All good. Please know that we are recording. You guys have just entered the Council of Concordia, and they're asking if you need anything before you prepare on your perilous journey.
I don't need anything.
So, I think it would be good to mention to him. EK has allowed us to have better equipment than the starting equipment. So, if you want to look through, and
His gear's already
find...
upgraded.
It's already up? Okay, cool.
Yeah, I upgraded his gear while we were waiting.
Cool.
Do any of the others have any requests from this council?
Hey, maybe some potions will do.
Fizuic will provide you with the potions you need. You each receive 5 health potions. Greater health potions, I must point out. So make sure you add 5 greater health potions to your pack. Fizuic just blindly reaches over onto the back of his chair where there's a pile of other pouches, rummaging around but more focused on the fizzling brew in front of him. Finally, one of his gnome companions goes, shoulders slumped as she rolls her eyes up to the ceiling, grabs the pack, shoves it in his hand, and he definitely tosses it at Tink, who then goes and hands out the 5 potions to everybody. Anybody else have any requests?
Nope, none here.
Perhaps a bag of holding as well.
You already have a bag of holding.
Oh, we do? Okay, cool.
You won't carry enough to even need one. Outshadow?
Nope.
Nope. Very well. Fizzwick here will explain the plan. Fizzwick? Calithra leans over and her wing brushes the back of Fizwick's head, who stumbles forward, his brew smashing on the floor, fizzling and combusting into a purple smoke. He swears softly under his breath. Fine. If you must need my attention, first, I really need to organize my notes better. Ugh. Actually, I do have a better organization. Why haven't I pulled that up? You'll need to do this in 3 parts. There's 3 things you need to do before you can proceed on. The first part, if my menu will pop up, you must go to the ruined temple of Celestara. It's some ancient order of star worshippers used to be there. They have some secrets there that may be able to assist you in your journey. What is there? We can't really tell you because we don't really know. As far as my gnomes know, it's a puzzle. But we can't figure it out. So good luck with that. The next thing you need to do, there's a cult that has been growing. The Void Caller cult, as they call themselves. It is not too far away from Celestara and the Celestial Nexus. You need to go there, find their leader, and interrogate him. Figure out the secrets of the horror. They should know something. And as he finishes waving off, his eyes focusing on his brew as his voice trails off, the Archmage sighs dramatically. Then you will need to go and prepare the Celestial Nexus for the arrival. As far as we know, it's been untouched. However, time has decayed, and we don't know what to expect there. You will need to cleanse the area before summoning the horror to that area, at which you will then have to fight the horror itself. Do you have any questions on your tasks, adventurers?
None here.
None here.
None here.
None here.
Very well. Be on your way. And as Seraphina gestures behind you, the doors open. As you begin to file out of the castle, heading towards your destination, you see the various members of the races in the town gathering, walking you out through the streets, watching, praying for your success, as this may very well be their last hope of any form of survival. Let me grab these characters so I could just copy paste them into the next part, because I totally forgot to set that up. Okay. Anyways, moving to the next board. Give me a second, it takes a second to load. Boop, boop, boop. Outshadow doesn't exist here, that's right.
Oh yeah, I know.
So we have Rezzo's character. Oh geez, I have a lot of things apparently subscribed because of this is Paladin. Oh my goodness, I have so many things thanks to did I have a custom for anybody? I did. I already got it though. Sweet. So the rest of them, I just need to go to the library for. For the dwarf, we have yeah, that one. So this is Rezzo's character. This is Spudicus. And this is Luke's. And then, oh yeah, I do have one more unique. And that's Outshadow. The others decide to wait outside while you guys explore the inside, but they're willing to give their expertise as you go into it. The journey to the temple is long and grueling, once clear skies above gradually giving way to a storm-laden horizon. The faint sound of thunder echoes across the barren expanse as you crest the final hill, and there it stands, a forgotten monument to a world that now teeters on the brink of destruction. It is perched on top of a jagged cliff overlooking a roiling gray sea. Its towering spires, once proud and gleaming, are now shattered and crumbling, their stone surfaces marred by centuries of wind and rain. Ivy and moss creep over the ancient walls, and their green vibrance is dulled by the faint, sickly sheen, an ominous sign of the void's encroaching influence. As you approach, the air grows unnaturally still, and the crash of the waves below muffled as if swallowed by some unseen force. The temple's entrance looms ahead, its massive double doors made of weathered bronze, etched with the constellations that seem to shift and shimmer when gazed upon. The faint glow of these celestial patterns casts eerie, dancing lights across the cracked stone floor, creating the illusion of a starry night beneath your feet. You slowly wedge the doors open, with your three companions deciding to wait outside in case something happens, the atmosphere giving off a dangerous vibe to several of them. As you enter, you step deeper into the temple, your footsteps echoing through the vast hollow chambers. Starlight filters through the shattered stained glass windows high above, casting fractured beams of color that dance across the walls. At the far end of the chamber, the centerpiece of the temple comes into view, a massive mural of the night sky, carved into the stone wall and embedded with crystalline stars. Many of them are dark, their sockets empty, while others glow faintly, like dying embers. I need you all to make a wisdom saving throw. If you could do it on D&D Beyond so I could see them, that'd be super helpful.
Are you able to see that?
Yes.
Fantastic.
I got a 30 from Spud, a 12 from Domley, a 4 from Eric Yeager.
A 4?
A 4.
Man.
And it's 21 from Dalen.
Yeah, D&D Beyond hates me.
Okay.
It loves
So, Rorik, you feel a presence entering that feels unnatural to you. It feels like it impedes upon the faith of your belief, it impedes upon your strength, and it tries to cloud your mind, but it can't seem to grip anything to it. Dalen, you also feel the brush of something alien in your mind. You have felt this before when communing with nature, but this feels different, alien, of the other worlds, from beyond the void. And it leaves you pallid, and sweat slicks your back. For you, Domley, you hear a soft whisper, like an enchanting, soothing voice in your ear, beckoning you towards one side of the room, but you can't quite make out its directions. As for you, my dear Eric, your faith becomes clouded, and you suddenly gain a vision of this majestic, towering being of holy light, reaching down to you as if gifting you a blessing. And as you reach your hands out to clasp its single finger, bigger than your whole body, you realize that the people around you are looking at you strange. They have hatred burning in their eyes towards you. They're jealous of this gift that this great being is bestowing upon you. You've worked so hard to earn this blessing, sacrificing your life to heal the sick. And now, when it finally comes to fruition, these people around you, they want to take it from you. They want what is rightfully yours. What will you do? Luke?
Nothing.
Nothing. So as you choose to do nothing, your mind is overridden by this defiant will. This great being directs you to strike at these jealous heathens that dare covet what is rightfully yours. I need you all to roll initiative.
See, does D&D Beyond hate me?
Not as
Yes.
much as it hates friends.
Oh,
Okay.
good.
So Eric gets the first strike. Who is he next to? Is that Domley?
Yep.
No, he's right behind Dalen. So Eric, you feel the compulsion to swing your weapon at the back of the Drow's head. Go ahead, roll an attack roll with your mace.
Oh, wrong thing. Flowers.
Yeah, that did. What is your armor class, Outshadow?
Mine?
Outshadow?
My armor class is 14.
Okay, so you successfully hit. Roll the damage. Oh, I didn't equip it. That should be +3. So, oh well. So, Dalen, Outshadow, as your character is looking around, you hear the soft of a heavy object coming, and pain blooms from the back of your head as you stumble forward from the strike from Eric. Next is who had the next highest? Wasn't it Spudicus? Yeah, Spud, you're next.
Do I take any
Okay.
damage?
So you watch as Dalen's bashed on the head, and it, as you look at Jaeger, you notice that his eyes have a glowing purple hue, and they're blank, like he's not even really there. His mouth is slightly slack-jawed, and his body movements are a little more juddery, like they're being controlled like a puppet.
Well, that's not good. I'm gonna come over and I'm gonna try and use Restoring Touch, where I expend 5 lay on hand points from the pool, and it would remove Blind, Charm, Deafen, Frighten, Paralyze, or Stunned.
So as you lay your hands on him, you can feel something inside him fighting against you. However, your divine power that you have nurtured for so long forces this other being out of his mind, and his eyes clear as he blinks, confused at what just happened and why he's like this.
And then here they told me I was gonna be the problem.
Coming from a devil. He's talking to you, Luke.
Beat that.
Seems like you're better now.
But now.
Let's
There's
not
more.
try that again, shall we?
What in the bloody hell was that about?
It
Why are you over
appears
here striking your friends?
he was possessed by something. I seem to have gotten rid of it. We're not alone here.
It could it be sirens?
No, I've never felt something like this before. All I know is we're going to go kill it.
So,
Better said than done.
as you discuss what just happened and knowing that something had touched the mines and easily turned one of your friends against you, worry starts to eat away at each of your mentality, at the possibility of overcoming something that could just touch your minds and control even those next to you. However, before you can go too far into your doubt, a blithering shout echoes from the hallway. Are you peasants finished in there, or do I have to come in there and do everything myself? Echoes the voice of your resident wizard, who glares at you from the doorway down the hallway.
Feel free to be our guest.
Bloody wench.
Coming from a horeless dwarf.
This horeless dwarf can beat
You
your
can see
ass.
Tink kind of raise her hand. It's hairless. Whatever. Shaken
even
out of your
speak
reverie
proper
by
grammar.
I'm trying to think of the word. I can't think of the word now off the top of my head. I use this word a lot. Thorny response. I'll use that word instead. You now focus on the task ahead of you.
Well, if I stay in the middle of the pack, I should be able to cover you with this aura I have. May prevent that from happening again.
I second that motion. We should probably keep him towards the middle.
Well, let's get on with it.
So, as you look around, like I said, you see this big giant mural on the wall. Several spots are missing their glowing stone. However, as you look around, you notice that there aren't enough stones to fill every slot. What are you guys going to do?
I'm gonna investigate around the area on the left side or right side. See
Okay.
if I can dig anything up.
Spudicus, what are you going to work on?
I'm going to just make a perception check and look around to see if I can glean if any of them were like clearly taken or if something could be buried under something.
Okay. Please note, any and all checks will utilize Arcana or Perception in this area, depending on what it is.
Well, I did say investigate.
Your investigation, whichever is higher, Investigate or Perception, you can utilize either. I'm just saying that you can override those rolls with these two specific. Luke, what's your character going to be working on?
It's like,
All right.
can I also roll an investigation?
Investigation or Perception, your choice, whichever's higher. And then Outshadow.
Can I roll nature and see if anything naturistic about this area, or no?
You can find the nature of this area. You may be able to glean something by what it is. What's your circle? Circle of the stars?
Yeah, pretty sure, yeah.
Okay, roll with advantage.
Alright, fantastic. D&D Beyond loves me. 26.
Okay, so Donnelly, as you go and investigate, you find crystals that look just like the ones up there that are in the wall. And you collect several of them. Some are different sizes, some glow different colors. But overall, they roughly seem about the same. You can't tell much difference besides those from them. For you, Spudicus...
How many did I collect?
7. From
Okay.
that side. Spudicus, you notice patterns about as you look around, trying to see if there was something disturbed or such. You notice patterns on the floor reflecting some of the patterns on the mural itself. Investigating these further, you can see some connections, but you can't piece together the entire thing together. As for you, Eric, you come along the same idea as you discuss it with your paladin friend. You come along the same thought process of maybe these patterns in the floor reflect the pattern on the mural. As for you, Dalen, you know what this puzzle is. It's the constellations, the 2 major constellations in the sky. Is the 2 that have been noticed and worshipped by various sects, cults, and even your own Circle of the Stars has them mentioned because of such a religion had been formed based upon these connections, and you know exactly what the mural represents: the lion and the snake, strength and wisdom. Are you
Okay.
going to share this with the party?
Do we have the wizard here or no? It was just still
The
fucking
wizard's
with.
out in the front.
Oh, what a bitch.
I second that motion.
Her words were, "You all can go check the filthy castle. I do not want to get my robes. I will stand guard out here for you."
Alright. Oh,
Which-
there we go.
But she can come in and assist if you need them.
Do you want me to... Also, she's in general voice if you want to move her in, by the way. Okay.
So you're going to have her come in?
She's not gonna talk. She just wants to watch.
Oh, yeah. No, she's fine. 100%.
I can't move her in. Can I move her in? No, I
But
can't.
she
Yeah,
can...
so you...
Oh, I gotta give her tags.
Yeah,
Hold on.
yeah.
Let me get her tags. There we go. She should be able to join now.
Alright. There we go. Alright, I am going to share that information with the party as well as, I guess, let the useless wizard know. I guess. Do I need to roll a... Does it look like the constellation has anything to do with the room itself? Like, it unlocks something, or it's like a puzzle of some sorts?
So, you all recognize that the mural now responds to the night sky. The sockets, as for what those sockets are for or why you would need to fill them, you're not too sure on. However, Tink mentions what Fizwick had mentioned. That's probably the lock to this place, the puzzle we're supposed to solve. And as you look at it, you notice something off to the side. It's not part of the main mural, but a little section of it on its own. And it's another constellation you know. But it's missing most of its parts too. In total, you're looking for 13 of these stones.
Yeah.
Oh, I did find 7 little crystals. I'm gonna kind of hold them out. Could these be what we're looking for?
Do you want me to roll insight or something? Okay,
No,
to
you
see
know
if
that
they are.
these are what you need.
Okay. Yes, they are. So we need 6 more.
All right. I'll check on this
Uh,
side of the room.
As you scour and you enlist the help of others, you are able to assemble the 13 needed. As you all gather and Dalen explains the constellations and their meanings and such, you all have to figure out who's going to put the crystals in.
I guess I should, since I know what they are.
Okay, so as you slot the crystals in perfectly where they're supposed to go for their various constellations, the room begins to glow. In the center, a symbol appears, glowing bigger and bigger and bigger. And as you finish the little side piece that's in that corner, you feel a pulse echo through the entire chamber, and it glows with starlight coming from almost nowhere. You all gain 10 temporary hit points from the pulse. So everybody add 10 temporary hit points. And you heal of all previous damage.
Fantastic. Thank God.
And you have advantage on the next initiative roll for all of you. So click the little inspiration. That'll be used on your next initiative roll. And
So, if we already have initiative, we'll just roll 3 times.
Correct. Or you can save it for another time.
Probably save it.
Because if you get disadvantage, then it equals out to just 1 roll. And as you place them, the mural glows, and the dome above projects a vivid star map across the room, and the center of the floor opens, revealing a spiral staircase down. Give me a second. Got that one. Woo, use your imagination. Will look like there's a stairway going down, because that was way too complex for me to bother to build.
Bravo.
And as you make your way down, lights faintly puff into existence as you go down, almost like fairy lights from the elven magics. And as you reach the bottom, you find the relic of the stars chamber. And in there, there's a small dodecahedron sitting on a pedestal with a symbol on each side.
Dodecahedron.
If you don't know what a dodecahedron is, say so now.
I don't.
Luke?
I don't.
Outshadow?
Honest to
Yeah.
God, I kind of forgot.
Okay, so all of you pull out a d20. That is a dodecahedron.
Okay,
Whoa,
I know
okay.
Deca
that,
is
so.
10, do is 2, dodecahedron means a 20-sided shape.
What does the 100 side mean?
I don't remember what a 100-sided one was.
I thought dodecahedron
The
was 12.
mystical, not 20.
Maybe.
I thought
Bye.
I thought
Dwarvish
a dodecahedron was
legend.
12 and the d20 was different.
Maybe. I don't remember. But yeah, it's a multi-sided shape, one of the dice. I think it is 12
I think
actually.
it's dodecahedron, because I think do is dozen.
It's a dodecahedron is a d12.
Okay, so it looks like a d12.
Silly boy.
I don't remember. I remember.
It's the
barely-
mystical, not 12. Of dwarven legend.
Isosahedron is a d12 or d20.
So anyways, you gain the relic of the stars. Who's going to carry it?
I'd say the man that knows about the stars.
Yeah, I should probably
I'd
carry it.
agree with that.
You're going to carry it? Okay. Please note that Outshadow's character has the Relic of the Stars. Everybody knows that now. Fantastic?
What's his
Fantastic.
character's name? What's his character's name?
Dalen.
Dalen.
Ben.
Do I need to add it to my inventory?
No, you just need to know you have it. Because adding something specific like that is kind of rough. But if you want to add it, you can.
Okay, I'm gonna add it to my.
Just a custom add.
I'll add it to my notes.
You might just put it in your notes. It's the easiest way.
What's the exact name again? In case I can write it down.
The Relic of the Stars.
Relic of the Stars. Okay, cool. Isn't that now? Has been silenced. That blade is a character, not a DM.
I don't, right?
Fucking weird.
And as you guys return and you regroup, the next task presses you as the storm above starts getting worse. Winds start picking up, and you can hear the howling like a scream in the distance. And it is unnatural as you feel that sickly oozing feeling in the back of your head again. The horror has gotten closer. So you plan to make your way back towards the cultist camp, the Void Caller cultist camp. The cultist camp is in a foreboding swamp where the air is thick with the stench of decay and stagnant water. The once vibrant greenery of the area has been consumed by creeping darkness, and the trees, now gnarled and blackened, their branches clawing skyward like skeletal hands. A faint mist clings to the ground, curling around your boots with each cautious step. The deeper you venture, the more oppressive the atmosphere becomes, giving you at least some signal that you are approaching the right direction. The faint hum of insects is drowned out by an eerie, deathly silence. Let me fix the board real quick.
Oh, I do not like this.
I get the feeling.
You get the feeling that what?
Okay, let me add your characters in real quick so I can get that over with.
NPCs.
Where the heck is Gnome? And then the rest of you are custom. One, two, three, four, five, six. We're missing we're missing. I know what we're missing. Oop, I accidentally took a picture. This was the one part I was worried about I'd forget, and I did forget it.
That sounds like a you moment.
Welcome to it. Alright, players summon. Alright, this one is Spud. This one is Luke. This one is Rezzo. And then this is you, Outshadow. These
Fantastic.
three for the backup party. Okay, so as you the faint hum of insects is drowned out by an eerie silence, broken only by the occasional rustle of unseen creatures in the underbrush. Pools of murky water reflect a fractured sky above, its stars faintly visible but distorted, as if the swamp itself rejects the heavens. Let me get. Oh, not that. Every so often, you catch glimpses of strange markings carved into the trees, symbols etched in jagged, unnatural patterns. These sigils seem to glow faintly with an unsettling violet light, similar to what you had seen in Eric's eyes when he had attacked the party. A faint sense of nausea washes over anybody who looks at them for too long, and whispers begin to faintly echo in your minds as you continue further down. As you crest a low rise, the cultist camp comes into view, a patch of sickly yellow light flickering through the swamp's ever-present mist. The camp is a haphazard collection of decaying tents and crude wooden barricades encircling a central clearing dominated by a towering black obelisk. The obelisk hums with malevolent energy, its surface etched with sigils that pulse faintly in rhythm, with whispers now clawing at your insanities. The air here is heavy with the acrid smell of burning herbs and strange unholy offerings. Figures in tattered robes move about the camp, their movements unnervingly synchronized as if guided by a single malevolent will. Most of them keep their faces hidden beneath deep hoods, but the glimpses of the adventurers catch reveal sunken, hollowed features and eyes glowing faintly with violet light. Scattered throughout the camp are makeshift altars, each adorned with offerings of bones, ichor-filled jars, and small, crude effigies of the horror of the stars. A few cultists kneel before these altars, their chants filling the air with dissonant alien melody that grates against your ear and chills the soul. Go ahead and roll a stealth check.
Oh boy.
Well, let's see if D&D Beyond likes me.
Ha! 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 Ha!
It does not love me to. Oh wait. Oh! It loves me. It loves me. D&D Beyond loves me.
So,
20.
what do we got?
I got a 20.
5,
Fuck
a
7,
6,
y'all.
a 7, and a 20.
I had disadvantage and I got a 6.
So, the only people capable of actually performing stealth are the drow elf, druid, the ranger, hunter, and surprisingly, the battlesmith herself are able to easily sneak up to scout it out. The rest of you hang back, knowing that your stealth would not be sufficient enough to assist them in this scouting adventure.
I'm just chilling on a horse.
Outshadow.
What's up?
Here's the board, if you can see on Discord. You're here. This is where the obelisk is. There's tents, crew tents over here. There's some kind of structure back over here. And then there's a couple tents over here. Where would you like to go and inspect first?
Let's go. Probably the solo tent to the right.
Solo tent to the right. So the three of you... Nope. There we go. So you sneak your way through, hiding behind a large rock, to investigate the tents off over here. All you can really see are some bones scattered about, obviously decaying flesh rotting off of them. But you can't really see too much else actually in this area.
Okay. Can I roll investigation to see why there's rotting flesh?
Sure.
Like, see if any particular weird things going on. All right. I am beloved.
What'd you get?
If you want to finish rolling, 25.
You can feel the faint energy echoing off of them, and it's clearly the same type of malevolent energy you felt from the chamber. These were offerings given to the horror of the stars that it consumed somehow.
Okay. Is there any evidence of it being like nearby, or of them never being nearby, or something of the sort?
You can sense the energy basically blending in with around you, but you can't feel any of the nauseating stench that something an eldritch horror would give you if it was actually nearby.
Okay.
What's your next move?
Well, I guess we can go check out the structure that is nearby.
So as you look over, you see this built wooden mishmash structure that comes up. And at the very top, you can see obviously two people. One that obviously looks like a cult leader, and the other that looks like his lieutenant, as they worship a huge I forgot to put that there. I don't remember what object I actually used for it, but not that. There you go. It totally isn't the thingy from Dead Space. Large black obelisk with the sigils marked on it. You can't look too long at the actual sigils themselves because they hurt your head as you look at them, and your vision starts to blur as your consciousness begins to fade, and you have to shake yourself out of looking at them directly. In front of the obelisk or building are 4 cultists, 2 that are spear wielding and facing out, and 2 archers that are clearly on the lookout for anybody trying to peek at their sacred ritual. But you are easily able to avoid their detection for now.
Okay. Can I ask a out of character question?
Go ahead.
Is this inspired by Dead Space?
No.
Okay.
No.
I'll just make sure there's no like fucking
Brother
killer
Moon
moons
is
hitting
not
me.
coming.
Yeah, fucking thank the fucking lords. I don't think we can fight a moon. I'm gonna be real.
It's actually Majora's Mask inspired, so you're fighting a demon.
The moon itself is coming down.
Shit.
I do like that this automatically has this crazy purple tree down over here covered in flesh.
Whatever the fuck that is, yeah.
Yeah. Is it just the 2 dudes in that like fuck, what's the word for it? Shrine thing. It's not the correct word, but like
As far as you can tell, from what you can see physically from the outside in your vantage, there are 4 guards on the outside and 2 at the very top. However, this building obviously has a first floor and at least a second floor below it, where the altar is erected.
okay, there's probably more dudes. I guess we can go check out the camps or the big number of tents nearby.
Okay. So you're going to sneak your way over here. And hiding in the brush. Okay, yeah, the ranger's perception rolls overwrite anything else you would roll, so. You can clearly see a couple more cultists. They're wielding more melee-oriented weapons than the ranged weapons. 2 of them are axe wielders, and 1 is a spear, and you can see a couple feet sticking out of the various rotting tents. Whether they're alive or not, you can't tell, but you do know that there's bodies in each of the tent. At least 1. So 3 more bodies.
Okay. So anything else of note nearby that we can get to without throwing hands?
No.
Not really. Anything else we have to throw hands for? Does there seem to be any besides the one wizard on the top of the tower? Was there any like magic casters at all?
No, the only one you can tell is that can use magic is the cultist leader.
Okay.
Oh wait, where did Luke's character go?
I got hungry. I ate the beast.
Luke, where'd your character go?
He's in a tree.
He's in a tree.
What'd you roll on stealth?
I rolled a 7.
Oh god. Oh.
I also need you to roll an acrobatics. Or an athletics, sorry. An athletics. Since you want to climb the tree. Is anybody going to help him climb the tree in his plate armor?
18.
Oh, thank
I'll
the fucking
throw
Lord.
him up the tree.
Okay. So you get some assistance.
I'm gonna throw him.
So while you're scouting out that final camp, you can hear clitter clatter of heavy plate coming from behind you. And it attracts the attention of the cultists as they start looking towards where your group had entered the area from. No, you can't run away now. You can't run away now.
In a tree.
You guys were
Screw
over
you.
here. They're looking around, and let me roll real quick.
Oh god, where'd that die come from?
And then add a +3, so 16. What was your stealth, Bud?
Usually you said 7.
The archer clearly sees you climbing the tree, and is about to sound the alarm.
I'll flip him off.
Before he could actually say something, your wizard quickly casts a silencing spell, silencing the entire front of the area, preventing the alarm from going off. You all need to roll initiative.
Fantastic. Let's see here.
Oh, that's right. It's with advantage. Nope.
I'm not loved.
I got a 10.
I got a 6.
I
Got a
got
14.
22.
Hold on.
Cause the guy in the tree has that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, plus the leader. Hopefully you don't introduce the other ones. Manage characters. Yes. Save. Run. So what did you guys... So, Rorik, what was your initiative?
Fuck. I think it was 10?
No, mine was 10. Yours was 14.
14. There it is.
Remember, you do have advantage on this.
Yeah, that
Oh,
was
wait.
with advantage.
Okay.
Oh, it was? Oh shit, hold on, what was it again? I rolled a 6.
Luke, what
Pretty
was
sure I rolled better.
Yeah, my first one was
22.
6.
22.
My
Donnelly,
first one was 10. I got 10.
10. And Dalen,
I'm loved by God. I have 19.
19. Auto roll initiatives. Start. First turn. The man in the tree.
Oh man, in the tree.
Mind you, the ones way over in the actual other camp do not know what they have not heard you guys yet.
So the ones by the big building have.
But the archer is clearly pointing at you and trying to get the attention, and they know something's wrong because suddenly they can't hear anything.
I'm one with the trees.
In the trees, they
You
speak
need to make
Vietnamese.
You need to make a disguise check for that one.
Can I?
So,
Wait.
Archer just sees this very shiny plated man disappear from the tree.
Oh,
How
no, that's not
far?
what I wanted.
137.5.
7.5.
One with the trees, and they're speaking Vietnamese.
Oh, it's not the letter
It is,
C.
but
That
I
is the
wanna
letter C.
try to shoot him.
The trees
I
in
am the
armor.
dwarf axe. I speak for the trees.
Mind you, you are higher, so you gain 20 feet in all range spells.
You can go with this. You can go with that.
I'm question is, if I wanna try to
I don't
snipe
give a
one,
shit. I don't give a shit.
can I shoot the ranger with my crossbow?
What's your crossbow's max?
Max range?
Yep.
320. 320.
It's a good crossbow.
Indeed, very good cross.
Yeah, you should be good.
So roll for hit.
Police
No,
girl,
roll
if
for
you
yeah,
may.
roll for hit.
I got 23.
How thick is this armor you buy? Well, about half as thick as my dick.
You rolled a 23.
Yep.
That definitely
Okay.
hits.
You need a crossbow that shoots 300
One
yards.
One sec. Then for damage, I got 10. I'll be right back. After that, I'm ending my turn. Be right back. My dad needs me.
This was a police girl,
What
if you
is
may.
B?
What is roll the
Cultist
kitties?
B takes 10. You said 10, right? 10 damage?
Yeah, 10.
Sweet. Okay. Next it is C's turn. I think it's
Hi,
this one.
babies.
Yep. Seeing the bolt come through and seeing his partner distressed, he's going to move. Boop. He's heading to your direction. Next, it is Dalen's turn.
Fantastic.
So mind you,
Where am
you're
I?
way over here.
Well, there.
Yeah, they're way over
Okay.
there. You're over here. They're clearly looking and moving this direction.
I don't see your mouse.
Oh, see that line going through the map?
Yeah. You
That's
that
where
way?
that's
Go
where
from
they're
that.
going. Yep.
Okay.
That is clearly from who was just shot to who shot.
Okay. Let me see what I can do here. I can do some
Back.
funny. Oh,
Welcome
yeah, I forgot. Yeah. Let me. Am I near the barbarian?
No, barbarians on the opposite side of the map. You have the ranger and the battlesmith next to you.
Okay. Where is my funny spell I can do? Oh wait. Twice per short rest. Okay, I am. Okay, what I have 8th level, so I can do flying creatures. What's the challenge? Max challenge rating is 1. Um, was the boat guy? Is he in the top of the tower?
The who? Which one?
The guy who shot at Luke.
No,
Yeah,
Luke
yeah.
shot at somebody.
Oh,
Yeah, Luke just shot the archer that was pointing at him.
okay. Which one's that guy?
That's the one on the left side of the doors.
That way? Okay.
This one.
Okay. How far am I from Rezzo?
From Rezzo?
Yeah.
105.
Far is the answer. Okay. I'm assuming they see me, or am I
No,
like they don't
You're
know who I am
stealth.
yet?
You three are still stealthed.
Okay. Can I get out of this shape whenever I want? Actually, how far can I walk? 30 feet. Okay. Can I start slowly walking to Rezzo stealth behind like the foliage?
Yes. You will
About
maintain
30
stealth
feet.
since you're not attacking. You make it to the other side where there's this little path in between. You can now actually physically see Rezzo from that position.
Okay, how far can I cast this? I should have to touch him for this spell, right? Do I not need to touch him? Actually, I don't need to touch him. How far is he? 70? Ah, I can't.
70.
Not yet.
Made these
That's
squares
fine.
13 feet.
Yeah.
Oh, they're double. So they're double. These are 2x2s. One tile should be 5 feet. Yeah, so about half is 5 feet.
Alright, cool. Alright.
Yeah, straight across is.
Diagonal's a little bleh, but I count
Yeah,
that.
I
as
was gonna.
5
I
feet.
was just measuring it. I was.
That's why when I
Because
was measuring, I said 105 instead of 107 because I knew there was some diagonal in there.
Yeah.
Alright. I'm just gonna slowly make my way to Rezzo, and that'll be my turn.
Okay.
I have a plan.
Let me go back to the encounter. Next, it is Void Cultist B, which I think was the one that got shot. Yes! He's going to shoot back!
Hooray!
With a longbow. So, actually, he's going to use Eldritch Bolt. Attack to hit +4. So, let me roll this. What is your armor class? Rezzo, or, not Rezzo, Luke?
18.
Alright. So as you're out there, he tries to fire an arrow back at you, and it sails near the tree, but completely misses. But you can taste the nauseous magic that was attached to it, and if you're shot with one of those, some bad things could possibly happen to you.
Well, that's that, bud. I'm about to come out of this tree, bud.
Alright.
A Canadian dwarf.
So now
Yeah.
Kaylin is going to make her way over here. And she's going to shoot the same. She's going to shoot the same one that you shot. For a 21, which definitely hits. For 10 damage. So she hit the same one. So now he's got a bolt in one side, and then a longbow arrow hits him on the other side.
It's a bad day.
And then she's going to end her turn. Next is Tink, who runs into the woods, and all of you hear a cacophonous of something large hitting the ground. And she ends her turn. Delta, I think, is this other bow one. No, that's Alpha. That's Delta. Delta's going to make his way towards you guys as well. And he is going to begin chanting. And the words spewing from his mouth make your ears physically itch on the inside, and your head start to get a little dazed. If he continues this chanting, you know that it's going to impede your ability to do anything. So be careful. That's his turn. Oh, which one's G? Oh, this one. This one is going to fire an actual full-on Eldritch Blast at Luke. Let's try this again. Okay. And then he gets this because it's there.
I like the fire just kind of floating above the campsite there.
Yeah, I don't know what that one's about. As he charges up the spell, it seems to fizzle amidst his fingers, and he looks at his hand strangely, not realizing that he's still in the silence sphere.
Oh no, bud.
Rorik
Practice season's just over, bud.
Sputicus.
All right, which one was chanting?
The one to the right. The two spearmen. The one to the right. Yes, that one.
That dude right there? All right.
Yep.
Easy enough. Let's see, dude. Do. Come on, give me that extra. Good enough.
Roughly.
Let's see. So if the horse dashes, it should be able to make it.
Correct.
All right. Yep. I'm gonna dash up on my horse, and he's getting impaled with the lance.
Alright, roll to hit. D.
26.
That definitely hits.
Okay. He is going to take 14.
Okay.
And he must make a con saving throw.
So what happens if he fails?
He is now prone.
Oh. He also takes an additional d4 damage because he slips and it rips further damage in him. Because
So,
he
yeah,
rolled a nat 1.
Yeah,
That's funny.
this lance just fucking impaled him.
And then ripped out of him.
Yep, and I'm just gonna make sure, because I have Savage Attacker. And I forget
Holy shit! How does it have this much health? Okay, never mind.
That does
Oh,
not
no,
bode
no,
well.
fuck,
Yeah,
fuck.
that I was gonna say that's a little foreboding there. I'm having issues finding Savage Attacker on my sheet. It's fine. I'm just gonna stab him again.
Traits. It'll be under traits. You're going to stab him again? Go for it.
Yep.
Roll to hit. With advantage.
Oh yeah.
Because he is prone.
22.
Oh! Was that a nat 20 or just 22?
No, that was dirty 22.
15 damage.
Plus 15 damage. I'm gonna check traits real quick. He's already prone. Extra attack.
So I've never dashed. How does dash work?
Dash
It's
can
the-
consume your action to double the speed or so double the distance, or in some cases it just gives you bonus distance on top of it as a bonus action instead of taking your action.
Okay, so I could use my action to dash 80
She'll give
feet
you-
and then just move 40 feet? Or do I have to, does it consume
If you
that 40 feet?
dash, you get your regular plus a second time. So if your
That's-
movement distance is 30, you get 60.
That's gonna be my turn.
That's going to be your turn?
Yep.
Okay, so basically, you just ran up to this guy, stabbed him so hard it ripped out of his shoulder that he fell back. And as your horse leaps up its hooves as it neighs majestically, you turn your lance down and stab downwards into him. Blood gushes from his eviscerated chest as two huge gaping wounds start sucking as blood spurts out of it. Next. Ooh, I don't think.
Do we still have that itchy feeling in our ear?
Yes. No, actually, since he's prone, he stopped chanting. So no longer do you have the itchy feeling.
You're goddamn right.
The
Quiet,
doors
you.
open, and silently, a man wielding 2 axes exits from the front, taking in the sights. Ariel has a speed of 30. She's going to move forward roughly 30-ish.
Ladies first.
Quite right, dwarf. Inventory.
Oh, I hope you get shot.
3-man.
So, she summons 2 swords to her hand, which exude magical energy. And as she casts this as a bonus action, she moves up to 30 feet. 30 more feet. Zoop to roughly zoop. Oh, I didn't select her spells. That sucks.
Oops.
Except for silence, I didn't actually select any of her spells.
Yeah, I figured out I don't have Savage Dagger. I forgot I got rid of it for something else.
Oh well.
It's all good.
I gave him my Savage Attacker for a turn.
Oh God. Why do we have a rotating beacon in the middle of that?
She's going to use
Wow.
Firebolt. 13 definitely hits. Damage doesn't really matter because she's probably going to overkill it. Yeah. She Missy steps up behind you, Rorik, and you just see this bolt of fire. As you stab down on him, a bolt of fire comes and smashes into the cultist's ugly maw, killing it instantly. Beneath
Now that
you.
that one's dead, I just look up, ready for the next threat.
And that's her turn. Dumbly, it's your turn.
All right, I'm a dash.
Okay.
I'm gonna use one of my actions to dash.
Okay.
It'll let me move my character.
You moved.
Okay.
Now delete your line.
All right.
So as you guys are fighting this thing, you just hear the of an exasperated dwarf rushing in behind you.
I'm going to use Stone Cunning.
Use who in the what now?
So, Stone Cunning, Tremor Sense.
Tremor
So I
sense.
gain Tremor Sense in a range of 60 feet for 10 minutes. I must be on or touching a natural or worked stone surface to use this Tremor Sense.
And this is your action?
Yeah.
And he said, how far can you measure?
60 feet.
Okay. Sure you want to use this as your action?
I ain't got nothing long range, so.
You have detected that there is indeed one cultist within 60 feet of you. Contact with the ground. Good job, Rezzo! Is that your turn?
Was this doing God's work?
Yep.
Okay. Bad news, the cultist leader gets to move. Strutting forward, as if y'all are far beneath him, even further than Arya thinks you're beneath him. He glares down at this interruption to his sacred ritual. He reaches his hand into the sky, and all you can hear is a whisper. He arrives. He comes. He will kill. And as that whisper echoes through the area, you all feel a very sharp sense of danger. I have to figure out what this fucking spell does. Hold on.
Oh,
I
bad.
might want to use this instead.
Let's throw some canned foods at him,
Nice.
I
bud.
don't know what the fuck Cloud Kill does, because I've never actually used it before.
Oh no! Yeah, use the other one.
Okay, so I'll explain the other one to you as well. Cosmic
What's it-
Grasp. The leader summons tendrils of void energy in a 20-foot radius centered on themselves. All creatures must make a DC 15 saving throw or be restrained for 1 minute. Restrained creatures take 3d6 psychic damage at the start of their turns.
Yeah, if they're restrained, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
Uncle,
Use
you
that
see
instead.
that? Treat that. Good.
uh,
Yep, right there. Does that encompass several of you? Yes, it does. Alright, so whoever's in that circle, make a Constitution saving throw.
Which
Uh,
one?
who is
Wait,
all in
what?
that circle?
The little circle. I believe that's Rorik,
Damn! These guys
Domley,
are about to go in fucking dice jail.
and
Oh, I'm still
Arya.
not in the circle anyways.
13.
Plus 0 on Arya. She got a 3.
Is anybody within 10 feet of me? Because they get a +4 if they are.
Actually,
Yes,
Can-
Arya
can-
is, so she gets a 13.
can I
Yep.
use my inspiration on that?
On what?
On the saving throw?
The inspiration was for initiative.
I got
So I can only be used for initiatives?
Yes, that was
You
it.
said-
That's what
I
it was
got a four-
specifically used for.
I got a 14.
Okay, and what did you get, Domley?
I got a 13.
Okay, so if you got lower than a 13 or lower, you need to roll 5d8 poison damage.
I have resistance to poison.
So you take half damage anyways. If you had 15 or higher, you take half that damage.
I have
5d8,
advantage
only
to avoid
25.
or
Ooh.
end the poison condition, actually.
So
wisdom.
the damage is 19. So if you passed, take
8.
8. If you failed, take 19. If you have resistance, take 8. If you have resistance and passed, take 4. I can tell you the wizard is hurt.
And then, are we poisoned?
I don't think it actually.
I think you are if you failed the. No, it might just be poison damage. You may not be poisoned.
It's just poison damage.
Yeah.
However, you are now heavily obscured. You wanna know the bad news? He gets
What's that?
he has a bonus action.
Okay.
You everybody on the field that is not a void color cultist gets 1d4 psychic damage.
That's cool.
So everybody takes 1 damage.
Hey, those temp health points are coming in handy.
Yeah.
That's everyone, including people who are in stealth, right?
Correct. You all take 1 psychic damage. It's psychic damage, so while it doesn't break your stealth, it still does damage.
Okay.
Alright, cultist A. Which cultist is cultist? Oh, that's this guy. Jeez, it's been a minute. Oh, he's going to turn and immediately shoot you, Rorik Sputicus.
Okay.
Let's see. This was that. Okay. Roll. 18?
Does not hit.
Okay. So as you're recoiling from the heavily obscured, oh, you have disadvantage on this, but an arrow whizzes right by your ear, and you could hear it as its bristles brush your ear, thudding into the tree behind you. That one isn't moving, so we don't need to worry about it. Back to Eric. Luke.
Okay. What am I saying? Can I shoot the archer again?
Yes.
We got an 11.
It hits.
Nine for damage.
Alright. He's actively bleeding out.
Yeah, bud.
Alright. It's actually his turn. This cultist is going to charge it normally. Okay. And then...
Hey. My tremor sense picks that up.
Your eyes pick it up too! He does take damage from...
I'm so glad he's close to me.
But he passed, so he takes 10 damage automatically. And he's going to come at you with his spear, and he's going to just try to ram you with it.
Okay.
Never actually seen someone wield a spear before. 22 to hit.
It.
Okay. Fuck. $20... 23 damage.
Okay.
For 3 of that is psychic damage. That's his turn. Outshadow!
Who am I?
You're over here. You were trying to get to him.
How far am I from Rezzo distance-wise?
50 feet.
Fan-fucking-tastic. Is he in combat? Like, with like
He
melee
just
combat
got gored by a spear, but he himself has not attacked.
Okay, can I am I able to get to that tree closest to him without being seen? While still being within 30 feet of him?
Roll stealth.
Fantastic. Can I use this +1 I have? Fantastic. I'm blessed.
What'd you roll?
19.
Oh yeah, you easily stealth up. So you stealth up underneath this tree. You are now within 30 feet of him.
Alright, cool.
However, Rezzo, remove your line.
Rezzo, what race is Rezzo?
Warm.
Oh, so he's small.
Technically,
I'm
yes.
small boy.
Oh well, not for long. He's not. I am going to cast enlarge on him.
What size does it make him?
So make him one size higher. So if he's small, he should be medium now.
Do it again.
Dude,
Do the right.
dude, bro.
And the right.
What level spell is it?
It is level 2. Can I actually make this cast is higher than 2?
Yes.
No.
For each level, it'll be one size bigger.
D&D Beyond says otherwise. I can only cast it. at
Well,
second level,
hi,
so it
I'm
seems-
Homebrew. If you cast it at a higher level, it increases the size.
Alright, fantastic.
Up
So
to
level
large,
2.
and after large, it is every 2 levels it increases the size.
So
Large
about-
to
You should do it at level 5.
So third level will make him large.
Large.
Alright, cool. Yeah, let's just make him large. Alright, cool. So now he gets a
Boom!
2d. So now he gets a 2d4 to his weapon damage
Oh, this is
So-
gonna be great.
because his weapon's enlarged with them. So
So he is now the size of my horse.
Correct.
But
He is a
dwarf
horse.
shape.
He is literally the size of a Goliath.
so let me cast.
With a
use that-
Goliath-sized keg
Uh,
hammer. With Goliath-sized brew.
Fantastic.
That means more beer.
And he has that for a whole ass minute is concentration. So after not.
I just enlarged and realized
Okay.
there's more beer in my keg. Oh, this is wonderful!
You ending your turn there?
Yeah.
Just mid battle takes out the little picket, puts it in. Go.
So this guy is going to shoot the newly enlarged dwarf. Hope you're ready.
I am always ready.
27!
Oh, fuck.
That
Yeah. Okay. Let me double check. D8. 2d8, 1d4, 1d6. 11 damage.
I will take 11 damage.
That's its turn. Kaylin is going to shoot the archer that just shot you. I'm gonna use a longbow. 27 for 12 damage. So as it releases its arrow at you, Domley, you watch as another arrow pierces through his neck and he falls over, dead by Kaylin's arrow.
Oh, so we're stealing kills now, eh?
I just like Hulk this dude and just be like, dum 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 dum, puny god.
Tink, you can clearly hear Tink in the forest constructing something. She's just barely within the field, the muffling field, so that no one else outside of it can hear the strange construction that's going on. D. Where's D? C. I think D died. Yeah, D did die. I just didn't mark it. Okay. G, I believe, is the one with the 2 axes.
Yes, indeed.
Oh no, it's this one. There it is.
The 2 squirrel hunters. No one
He's
talked
going to
about.
shoot an Eldritch Blast at your paladin. Dun, dun, dun. It misses. Just flies straight through. It's nothing. You don't even notice it because you're heavily obscured. It is now your turn. Roll con saving throw, yeah.
Oh, because I'm still in it.
Okay, because you're still in it.
Gross. Oh, even worse. 11.
You pass. So
Okay.
you'd only take 1d8 instead of 2d8.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-bum.
5 damage.
5 damage, you say?
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna gallop on up to this guy, and he's gonna get stabbed with the lance.
Which one is this? E? Okay. Go ahead, stab away.
As I stab, I'm going to
Yodel.
imbue the lance with radiance.
Okay.
So it'll give me a +4 to hit.
Okay.
I can choose to make the damage radiant, and it now emits bright light for 20 feet, and beyond that, 20 feet of dim light.
Okay.
Man just placed a torch.
28.
Hits. Definitely hits.
Over his
Now,
torches,
you need to roll damage twice. And combine them together.
29.
As you charge into this, your lance glowing with radiant energy, you can actively see as he recoils physically away from the light, his skin beginning to smolder and burn. And as you pierce through his chest, he erupts into this white and golden flames of radiant fire and is instantly incinerated.
Ah. Works out for me.
And then he needs to take damage, he needs to take damage, he needs to take damage. Which one is this? A? Where is A? A takes 10 radiant damage just from that. He takes 12 damage because he's more susceptible. Who is this guy? G takes damage because of that. Okay. Next is he's dead.
Okay. Is there anything else around me?
There's the archer right there. But inside you could see a stairway leading up and a desk covered in various tomes marked with the same sigils as you've seen around on the trees.
Yeah, I'm kind of not like trying to ride a horse up a staircase.
Understandable.
So I'll just kind of use the rest of my horse's movement and stab this guy in the face.
Alright. Roll damage. Is your spear still radiant?
Yep. It's radiant for 10 minutes.
Roll double. It hits.
So I got it. Yeah.
Roll double damage. You roll once to hit. Just being in the range of him is going to give him 10 damage.
18.
Plus the 10 from being in vicinity. That's. He instantly erupts into flames as well.
Oh, this is working out great.
I love how everybody's turning Scottish for this game.
Well,
Well, mine's
hear that,
justified.
Yeah,
Next,
I don't know where that one came
Arya, she casts.
I'm just a white guy.
this.
Give your balls a tug, you tit fucker. Shorzy.
No wait, is Josie part of the campaign?
I don't even know if that popped up. It hits. I'm totally rolled the wrong one, but it's still +7 either way.
Hey, Spud.
Yeah.
You should enlarge me again.
That wasn't Spud.
That wasn't me.
Oh, that wasn't you? Who was it?
Outshadow.
Outshadow? You should enlarge me again.
What? Oh.
Do it.
Huh.
I don't think I can.
Make me as
So
big as a
her
Gyros.
hand erupts into flame and it starts to take on the hue of radiance, and as she fires it, it hits the guy that's leaning over him and shooting eldritch blasts at you, and he erupts into flames as well.
That's funny.
Honestly, I forgot which one he was. Oh, he's up here. He's G. Yeah, G. I wonder if they have a clear and decided weakness. I'm wondering if your
What?
cleric will put it together to be able to use his spells. Domly, your turn. You're currently gored by a spear in your stomach, so you cannot move from your location.
Well, neither will he. I'm gonna rage.
Okay? What is your rage
So,
roar?
As
What
I
is your battle
rage,
cry?
I'm going to pop off the little cork to my little hammer here. I'm gonna start chugging. I'm gonna slap it back in, and I'm gonna just scream at the top of my lungs.
Would have been funnier if it was a belch. This
Okay.
rage is a belch.
Yeah.
Actually, I might actually take that up.
You're welcome.
Yeah, you know what? Now that I think that, yeah. I'm gonna take a giant ass swig. I'm gonna look down at the puny man in front of me. I'm gonna belch in his face.
Okay.
Now,
Hold on. I gotta
I
have
will
him make a
act.
Constitution saving throw. Give me a second.
Yep, because I'm about to read off my.
Con saving throw. Okay, he passes that easily. Go ahead.
Okay, so I gain a 10 feet aura effect when I start my rage with a bonus action on each of my turns. Effect is each creature of my choice in my aura gains 5 temporary hit points. So anything in 25 radius of me. Is the wizard in 25 feet?
The
Yes,
wizard
she is.
and the dark elf.
The drow?
Yeah. Outshadow's within
Yeah,
25 feet, and so is she.
those two and me are going to get 5 temporary hit points.
Outshadow, your characters gain 5 temporary hit points.
And then on top of that, I have resistance to cold, whether attacked or not. So I will also choose for them to have resistance against psychic damage, along with myself. And then when I activate it, reduce the speed of one creature of my choice in it to 0 until the start of my next turn.
So just like you're frozen in place, he is now frozen in place.
Hold on. Why did it just like super zoom in
That's
on
me.
my character?
I put it in cinematic mode so you can see how angry you look.
So yeah. He's now stuck here with me.
Okay.
And then I
Are
am
you going to
going
actually
to
hit
choose...
him?
Oh yeah. I'm going to choose to attack recklessly
Oh,
So when I make my first attack on my turn, I can decide to attack recklessly, giving me an advantage on melee weapon attack rolls using strength during this turn. But attack rolls against me have advantage until my next
I'm aware.
turn.
Roll.
Okay, so
Boop, boop. So 26 to hit,
Definitely hits. Either of those would have hit.
and 1d8 plus 3. And then because I'm bigger, I deal more, right?
You add 2d8 to your damage, so 3d8 total.
And then plus 3. So 2d8
3d8.
plus.
Your normal
Oh,
d8 plus 2 more, so 3d8 plus your modifier damage.
and then that'll be plus 6. Because I'm ranged.
Mm-hmm.
So that is going to be a 19 plus 6.
Your base damage on that
25.
hammer is shit. What the fuck? Did you equip the right
It's
hammer?
Yeah, I did. But when I am
So what's the total damage?
25.
You literally smash this guy that you just froze in place. You smash him into a paste. Like, literally, he erupts into gore and eldritch remnants at your feet.
Tomato paste, y'all.
I'm
And
going
the
to,
sheer swing of the hammer, by the way, you need to take 1d8 damage. I forgot about that. Actually, you need to make a con saving throw.
saving throw.
Yep.
Is this to avoid or end the poison condition?
It's
or...
the poison. It's damage, straight up poison damage, because the cloud's still there. You didn't move it,
Okay.
and you're still standing in it.
So Constitution saving throw.
Yep.
That is a dirty 20.
Dirty 20, you pass. You only take 1d8, 2 damage,
And then
and then the swing of your hammer causes the cloud to drift towards the entrance of the right here. So there's now a cloud of poison just sitting right here, just shy of Rorik.
Go bad.
and then I can't move still, correct?
No, you can move now. The thing holding you still no longer holds you still because you smushed him. You still have a spear in your side, but you know.
My camera's fucked up. Why is my camera fucked up? Why am I not looking down? Oh, this is gonna fuck it out of me.
Wonder if there's anything in the community about that.
About what?
Like a cloud of poison or something.
There is.
Yeah, that's what I was about to look for.
Still
Like
cannot move my
A
character.
spell that causes it? That's literally cloud kill.
No, I am saying in
Use
the
the
game,
mushroom cloud.
is there anything that represents the smoke cloud?
Oh, you mean actual icon.
Yeah,
How do I
like that.
angle my fucking camera?
Right
This
click,
is annoying.
middle click.
Oh, okay. There we go.
So that big green thing is the cloud.
Move from here. Let me do it again. Boop. Boop. Yeah. I'll move over here.
Okay. Next,
Outside of the cloud.
the cult leader's kind of mad because his partner just got killed, and that takes away a special bonus that they get.
Where?
It doesn't
Fury
really
God.
matter because
Womp
y'all don't.
womp, that little bugger.
So he is going to use his legendary action, Voidborn Command. And from the inside, you hear a whoop. And Rorik, you take. Does 22 pass your armor?
No.
No.
Nope.
No. Don't make me pull up your character sheet.
I have a 24 AC while I'm on the horse.
Oh.
I
Well,
can
nice.
Yeah.
You still take 1d4 psychic damage because that goes through armor,
Go!
which is a 2.
Too damn.
By any chance, is there anybody inside of this building?
And the other 3 immediately attack on Kaylin. That's a miss. That's a miss. That's a miss. Okay. The other 3 are alerted to the presence. Do y'all remember what you're supposed to be here for?
Yeah,
Murder
we're here
everybody.
to capture the cult leader and something with the star, I think.
The cult leader. You're supposed to interrogate the cult leader for what he knows.
Punch him in the face.
Got it. Don't stab cult leader with giant glowing glow stick.
Eric, it's your
Don't
turn.
hit the leader.
I'm gonna
Because
get off the tree.
Make an
I'm 2 for
athletics
2
check.
of them just fucking exploding, so yeah, I should probably not stab the cult leader.
Make a what check?
Athletics check.
I got a 3.
Okay. So as you guys are doing this battle, you know that Eric's still in the tree. Suddenly, behind you, even above the cacophony that Tink is currently dealing with, you hear as Eric manages to fall out of the tree with less grace than
Oh,
a
no,
donkey.
bad.
An upside down donkey. Okay.
Going good.
You take
Well, bud.
2d4 damage. Let me roll it real quick. That's not d4. That's a d4. I'm being very light on this damage just because, but 7 damage.
7.
Yep. And you cannot move. You are now prone. You can use an
Okay.
action to stand back up.
I shall do that.
Okay, so you stand back up. You now have half movement.
Oh, bad.
Why is there a 60-foot radius around Domley when it's someone else's
Can I
turn?
see it? Can I see somebody inside of that? I was gonna ask that
Yes,
at the end of my turn.
you can see.
No.
Oh, in
Who do I
Tremor's
see?
sense,
End of my
you see
turn.
someone on the second floor and the cult leader, and then
On
your
the second
friends.
floor?
Yep.
Alright.
Technically, you could only see it when they move, but they attacked Rorik, so you would have seen that.
That was the end of my turn.
That's it? Okay. Outshadow. So, for the record, the projection time for this was 15 minutes for this one. That's if you stealthed it. Outshadow
I've returned.
is your turn.
Ah, shit, sorry. Let's see. What did I miss? Wow, I was in the restroom.
Ding Dong fell out of a tree. Everybody's dead
fantastic.
except for the cult leader, as far as you can tell visually. The poison cloud is now sitting in front of the doors. Everybody remembered that they're actually here to interrogate the cult leader, but no one's actually tried anything yet. And Eric fell out of the tree.
Fantastic. So it's just the funny looking dude at the top, right?
Domley found out there's somebody on the second floor. The floor right below.
Oh. What is the gigantic Dolpha?
Huh? Oh, that's the
Was
poison
he-
cloud. Domley swung his
I'm
hammer
next.
and it created a gust that moved the poison cloud in front of the door.
Okay, can I do this? This is something I can do.
Hmm.
I am going to... I'm still stealthed, right?
Correct.
Okay, I am... how is Rezzo doing on the HP department?
Fine.
I have 3 temporary hit points and 153 health.
Wow, okay, cool. He's doing perfectly fucking A-okay on
He's a
that
tank.
front. Fantastic.
I
I've
think
only just
he's
made
more
him...
tank than the freaking paladin. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I made him gigantic. Let's fucking go.
Because I can also give people temp hit points.
I am going to. Am I able to maintain stealth as I cross over the path into the trees?
You'd have to roll.
Alright, cool. Well, we'll do
Since the
that.
cult leader is looking down at all that.
I'm trying to like stay behind Rezzo within range to do funny things if need be.
Go
More of a
ahead.
supportive character than anything else, so I'm going to roll stealth. Will I fuck it up? Will I finally lose stealth?
Be right back.
Uh, 7.
Hold on. You're still stealthed.
Oh fuck, let's go.
Then you're moving just straight towards Domley.
Pretty much, yeah, I'm just trying to stay behind him, just within ability to do anything to him
Alright.
if need be.
Anything else?
Nah, I'll stay good. He doesn't have any effects on him, right?
No, not currently.
I'm enlarged.
Alright, that's it. Yeah, that's the one I want to keep on you. Alright, cool. We're good then.
There, she's doing that. Okay, it's Rorik's turn.
This is the big baddie. What a easy fight, you know.
Motherfucker got an Imperial Knight over there? What the fuck?
Don't worry about that. That's a whole different battle happening on a whole different encounter right now.
Uh-huh.
It's your turn.
It's my turn.
Yes.
Okay. So I hear battle coming from over there. All right. I will put my shield down, dismount the horse, and fly up to meet this fucker.
Okay.
Me on the roof.
Do you
Me
know how to activate fly?
No.
Okay, so if you right click,
Yeah.
enable flying. So you are now flying. And you click you, control, boom.
Dope. Why can't I? There we are. Hello, friend. I'm gonna go out on a limb and I'm gonna poke him with the lance.
Alright, go ahead, roll the hit.
29.
Not-
That definitely hits. Roll damage 3 times.
I'm
Oh
back.
boy.
I'm back.
Probably shouldn't have done that.
37.
37.
37. So
Yep.
you poke him a couple times, right, with your radiant lance, and it clearly sears holes into him. And he looks up, glares at you, raises his hand, and purple lightning begins to emit between his fingers before he blasts at you for 29 to hit.
That hits. He also needs to make a con saving throw.
Yes. You automatically get 47 damage.
Ow.
Yep. Con saving throw, you said?
Yeah.
Is this to knock him down?
Yeah, he's prone.
Yep. So as he's falling, he shoots you with that.
Oh, okay.
Grapple him. Grapple him.
And as he falls back, he actually falls off the little ledge he's on back here, which blocks him from everybody else's view. Hold on.
I still sense him. Which tremor sense?
I gotta check something. Oh, the tower, because you've entered the area, will also attack you with the same lightning attack.
Oh boy.
12, 25 to hit.
That hits.
Alright. I gotta roll this again. Oh, but it doesn't have the d4. 17.
Okay.
So both of those hit you with lightning. And a sigil begins to appear on your chest. There are 2 engravings now, the same color as the lightning.
Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
What?
How is he looking?
Relatively okay. He's got 3 burn holes, but he's still glaring up at you and shot you with lightning that packed more punch than you were expecting.
Yeah, by a lot. I'm going to guess I'm gonna stab him with the lance again.
Okay.
And he's prone, so that's advantage, but I'm pretty sure 29 is already established that hits.
Okay.
Is it still 3?
Yep.
And that is what, 35? 36.
So
36 damage.
As you stab down on him with your radiant lance, the obelisk pulse a purple light, ripping the radiant damage away from your lance and ripping the lance itself in half, stopping all damage from actually hitting the cultist.
Oh. Oh, fuck.
Anything else?
Use their remainder of my movement to.
Slowly flap away.
Yeah, just flap away a little bit. I'm not too happy about that. That's not good.
Soupity.
So it just destroyed a magic lance.
Zoop.
Not good.
Spang has to take a reaction hit. This is definitely going to hit her. Never mind, that is the worst roll he could possibly roll. It fails. She casts her spell. It's a guaranteed hit because it's a construct and it's an area effect. So, pretty much only you, Rorik, can see this. But you see Arya appear right behind the obelisk, ducking as lightning rips through the air above her head. And then she turns, brings her hand up, and you can feel a gust of air from the pulse of magic that comes from it. And the obelisk goes from this bright, glowing purple to this deadened, blackened stone. And no energy emits from it as she holds her hand there, and you can still feel the faint pulses of magic as she contains whatever fell magic that was coming out of this obelisk. Let's hope she doesn't get
do
hit.
what I wanted
Alright,
to do.
Domley, your turn.
I can do what I wanted to do now. I was gonna take down the whole building.
That would have been even worse. Then the obelisk would have exploded.
That's fine with me.
Big monster.
I don't have a creature for star-touched voidlings yet.
All
yes,
right,
I do. I actually got it. Hold on, wait a minute. Go ahead, take it out of the building.
Please don't.
The cleric doesn't
Alright.
want to heal after a nuclear explosion.
I still have to heal people.
I'm gonna move to here, and I want to try to jump up onto the building.
Alright. Make an athletics check. Triple your athletics modifier. And
Well,
roll
but
with advantage.
Canadian, I think
'Cause of your
that's a
size.
good thing, bud. But as a cleric, don't do it, bud.
So 9 plus 9 is
18?
no 6. Wait, hold on. Say that again. I'm tripling my modifier, rolling with advantage.
So you rolled a 6, right? And you have a
Yes.
+3.
So
So that'd be
15.
6 plus 9, which is a 15. You
15.
leap up, able to grab the ledge.
All right, I'm gonna pull myself up.
Okay, make a strength check.
Oh, that's easy. Fails the strength check. I'm actually fail the strength check.
You pass.
13.
So you haul yourself up, and you're on the ledge of this
Alright.
slightly lower level. Let me have your character. There you go. The boards creak ominously underneath your heavy feet. As you peek over the side with your newfound height that you're not used to, you can see the cultist laying on the ground, turning his eyes towards Arya, who is currently trying to hold whatever that thing is from doing whatever it did before.
I'm gonna move over to him. I'm gonna just cup him by the face and pick him up.
Roll a strength check.
Over his mouth.
Or I think you might have a grapple option, but
I do have a grapple option.
Oh, you automatically win. His strength, he has no resistance in strength.
Yeah.
So you successfully grapple.
I'm also ranged, so I have advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm cupping his mouth, holding him in the air.
Okay.
And
so you're holding him by his mouth so that he can't speak, and holding him in the air.
Yeah.
And so he's just glaring at you.
Yeah. And then I'm gonna try and knock him out. I want to make him go unconscious.
Is that unarmed? Are you using your hammer? What are you doing?
Well, I can use my hammer. I can't unarmed.
Yeah, you can unarm. You'd be punching him in your hand.
Okay. Yeah, I'm unarmed. Plus 8. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm
roll an unarmed strike.
him. Yep. I'm gonna just with one hand in the air.
You have advantage because he's grappled.
That's a nat 20, so I'm not even going to
So
roll
you definitely
again.
hit. So go ahead and
I
roll
definitely
damage.
hit. It's just 4.
He nat 20'd his con saving throw, so he is not knocked unconscious. You just did 4 damage to him.
Okay. Well, technically 8.
Okay.
Which was a crit.
8.
I'm going to punch him again.
Do you have that action?
Yes.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
You don't think jumping up was an action? Or grappling was an action? Or punching
Oh,
him the
you're
first
right.
time was an action?
Grappling him
I
wasn't
allowed the grappling to be a bonus
Okay.
action.
Okay, that's fair. Yeah. So, yeah, no, I just failed.
So
I didn't think
you
jumping up
watch
was
as
going to be an action.
it is. It's a type of action. It's an enhanced movement
Okay.
type. He picks him up, punches him, and looks at him funny, like it didn't. What happened didn't happen. The cultist is going to raise his hand at you. Let me roll this real quick. 17 to hit.
He
Sorry.
hits.
Yeah, it'll hit. Okay. This one hurts.
I swear, if you say 155, I'm gonna cry.
No, 29. He rolled low.
Okay.
He rolled low compared to what Rorik had to deal with. You take 29 damage from the lightning erupting from his hand, and a mark begins to form in the eldritch purple light on your chest.
Okay.
Alrighty. Eric, it's your turn.
Let's see.
I'm actually going to... So, initiative is over.
Oh.
Everything's dead except for the cultist, which is now restrained. And you all begin to regroup at the tower.
So
Kaylin successfully blows the cloud away.
I was doing something. I just see a knight from 40k sitting there. Totally didn't just about poop my pants.
Oh, you're talking about Tink's thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Where
a
am I?
giant steampunk robot marches up with Tink on its shoulder.
Good friend there, bud.
Aye, he's a good one.
And I arm wrestle him later.
You can definitely try if you can reach that high.
Well, with my size right now, I don't think I'll have much of a problem.
And as you say that, you realize that it's wearing off.
That's for 1 minute.
Yeah.
Do it again. Do it again. Because I'm also holding this man by the mouth. My hand will not be big enough to cover his mouth.
Oh
How
boy.
much longer?
Okay. So, bad news. So
Oh,
as
no.
you're
I'm
holding
pregnant.
him, Rezzo, you hear him chanting underneath
Be
your
right back.
shrunken fist.
Come on,
The
things.
skies
What?
darken. Luke, you might want to stay here for this one.
I want to punch him. I want to punch him again.
As you try to hit him, a purple sheen takes over, and he can no longer touch him. He escapes from your grasp, this purple sheen pushing against your hand as he starts floating into the sky. His arms stretch outwards as he looks towards the sky, and above you could see the clouds.
No, bud.
You could see the clouds basically erupt to either side, and from it you see this large glowing eye staring down at you as tendrils of darkness begin falling from the sky onto the world below.
My butthole will pucker.
You've run out of time.
Oh,
And as it falls, eldritch horrors raise around you. You pull a valiant last-ditch effort of defense. However, each horror that you put down, another one takes its place. And as you're fighting, you can sense the foreboding dread of something larger much more dangerous arriving. And as you are on your last dregs, your last spell slot, your last faint bit of health, you hear the thunderous crash as a gargantuan being raises up from behind the obelisk, where the celestial platform was supposed to be, the celestial nexus. And there you can see it reaches down, grabbing a large crystal, wrenching it from the ground and hurtling it away towards the open ocean. It stomps towards you, each foot taking up miles at a time, and you could see the landscape eroding around it, turning into the eldritch horrors similar to the forest you find yourself in. It comes upon you as you're settling your final defense and reaches down, crushing all of you under its massive palm. As the last of you succumb to the overwhelming power of the horror of the stars, the celestial energy within the Nexus flickers violently, its light growing weaker with each passing moment. It cracks in the sky, exploding into a radiant firework in the sky, signaling the last hope forever gone from this world. The stars above, bright and defiant only a moment ago, are snuffed out, one by one, leaving the world in an oppressive void. The sky seems to collapse inward, the faint hum of the Nexus replaced by the unbearable silence, as reality itself holds its breath in anticipation of the end. The order of the stars, now untethered and fully manifested, stands in the center of the desecrated Nexus. Its gigantic form glows with otherworldly radiance, its body a grotesque tapestry of shifting constellations and pulsing voids. Slowly it raises its arms to the heaven, or what remains of them, and the air quakes in its alien will, a deep, resonating hum that transcends sound, reverberating in every bone on the land. As its arms stretch higher, reality begins to fracture. Cracks of shimmering light zigzag across the skies, and from these fissures pour tendrils of cosmic darkness, writhing and twisting as they spill onto the material plane. The world beneath the Nexus trembles violently, and the ground splitting open to reveal seething black ichor that consumes all in its paths. Trees wither and crumble, rivers boil away into choking steam, and cities far beyond the battlefield fall into chaos as the horror's influence spreads and madness echoes across Nephilia. All across the world, the people begin to feel the horror's presence. Those who gaze upon the void-shrouded sky are driven to madness, their screams echoing through the empty streets as the darkened forests. Eyes turn milky white, hands claw at unseen horrors, and even the strongest of minds falter under the crushing weight of the horror's alien existence. In the city-state of Solanthara, Queen Seraphina collapses upon her golden throne, her vision overcome with images of endless voids and spiraling stars. The grand markets of Gear Hollow fall silent as the gnomes' ingenious contraptions turn against their creators, animated by the horror's malevolence. In the depths of Umbriath, the drow matron Nisara weeps blood as her prayers go unanswered and are drowned out by the whispers of the void. Days, weeks, even hours. Time itself becomes irrelevant as the horror reshapes the world to its incomprehensible whims. The once vibrant world transforms into a twisted landscape of jagged, blackened terrain, illuminated only by the faint glow of void fissures. The sky becomes a swirling mass of alien geometries and faintly glowing eyes, ever watching. Civilizations collapse as the inhabitants of the world are transformed. Some become mindless husks, eternally wandering the wastelands. Others mutate into star-touched horrors, unwilling servants to the cosmic entity. The city-states that once thrived are reduced to ruins, their monuments and temples overrun with the creeping ichor of the horror's corruption. The elder gods take notice, their alien gazes turning toward the world with cold indifference. To them, it is merely another world consumed, another thread unraveled in the vast tapestry of existence. Though their heroes had fallen, their actions leave faint ripples in the void. Fragments of their souls, bound to their courage and sacrifice, linger near the corrupted Nexus. Perhaps in another age, another time, a band of adventurers will find these echoes and rise to reclaim the world. For now, however, Nephilia is lost. A once bright star extinguished in the endless expanse of the cosmos. And as the curtains close on this adventure, just outside of the purview of this monstrous entity, a portal flickers. A hole opens, and out steps someone unknown to this world, fresh to its horrors. And that's the end.
Yeah.
So, we did not have anywhere near enough time to actually fight the horror, just because of the mechanics involved. To note, if you would like to see the horror stats, I have them available. It has 600
please.
health.
Wow. Chump change.
Give me a second. I will pull up the D&D creation. I have actually published it as one of my homebrew creations, just like the Hive Queen Callistos was. Let me go to view details page. Oop. Nope, that's not what I want.
Now, question: was this always going to be the ultimate ending, or was there something on
If
our
you
part
failed,
we did?
if you failed, that is the ending. There's actually, if you successfully battled, had time to battle and everything, there is an actual victory. Like, you can defeat it. Its armor class is 21. It has 600 hit points. Its speed is 40 feet with a flying of 60 feet. It's resistant to necrotic, psychic, radiant. The radiant is based upon the tether. The mechanics, basically, in the phase 1, you would take that relic of the stars and disable the tether. The tether allows it to have resistance to all damage type and regenerates 20 HP at the start of its turn, as well as it summons minions at the initiative count 20. Phase 2, when the tether is severed, it loses its resistance to all damage and its HP regeneration. It is now vulnerable to radiant damage, summons fewer minions, and begins Stellar Collapse more aggressively. If you would like to see Stellar Collapse, you will see its abilities. Phase 3, when it hits below 100 HP, it goes into a berserk state, and its attacks gain a +2 damage dice. So everything that rolled, like if it rolled 8d or 3d12, it rolled 5d12. And it used Starburst Blast every 2 rounds, and summon 1 aberration and 1 swarm regardless of the tethered state, and it gains access to Reality Warp, which is one of its super.
What does Reality Warp do?
Where did I put it? I don't think I actually... Oh, Reality Warp. The horror warps the battlefield, forcing all creatures in a 60-foot radius to make a DC 18 Wisdom saving throw. Failure, teleported 30 feet to a random location and restrained until the end of their turn. If you succeed the save, no teleportation, but your movement is halved until the end of your turn.
Okay.
Yeah, like I said, I put the link to the actual creature in the Discord. It's called Horror of the Stars if you're looking it up on D&D. It should be by Earthknite. Yeah, the Void Cultists, each character, and the Horror of the Stars, I created all of them in a specifically detailed thing for this map, for this game. I will show you the third board, though, so you can at least see it. So you can see what the Nexus is. There's actually a whole part to the Nexus where you're supposed to go and cleanse the area.
Oh, hold on. Let me come back. I thought we were done with Talespire.
So as you see here, the Nexus is in the middle. That's the stone that he basically picked up. That's what it's tethered to. And then if I unhide, so that's what I had as it for now, but then I found something better. But I was probably going to use it as the horrors if you give me a second.
I wouldn't mind making this like a full-on campaign.
Okay.
Well, I made it a one-shot because this is basically filling in for our campaign that's not there. So we have these things were cultists that I was going to use later on, but there was another creature I had somewhere in here. It was a really ugly thing. and it was like it actually looked really good.
Yeah, not gonna lie, you were describing this eldritch horror, and how many people here have played Shadows of Evil? The zombies
I
map?
know about Shadows of Evil. Never really played it.
The giant eldritch horror that appears in the sky on that. Yeah, that's what was going through my mind, except purple.
Ew, that's gross.
What, the thing I just put down?
Yes.
Yeah, that's
I
that's a star
still
I
have a
saw
touched
you
waiting
aberration.
on the
downloading it.
That's a star touched aberration.
Fun.
That was actually so there were void wisps, and then you had a couple other creatures that were going to be summoned here, which are listed in
Is that crystal right there, or am I missing it?
the if you go south of the crystal, you should be able to see this big giant standy guy. You see this
There's
guy?
nothing there. I just see a crystal.
That's
Yeah.
weird.
I mean, I see it because I'm watching your stream.
Yeah, if you watch my stream on Discord, you should be able to
I
see
think
it.
it's because I don't have a token here.
Maybe? Hold on,
I'm linked to one.
let me link you to this one real quick. Potato.
Yeah,
Oh
no,
yeah,
I'm-
there's a big
Oh.
fucker right there. Look at that.
That is.
Yeah, so the big
nasty.
angel was what I was having as stand-in for the horror,
Ew.
and this thing is the aberration.
Ew.
What the
Star touched aberration. The other option
That's
was
gross.
I'm under the sea.
the other thing is I could have
Under
used
the
this guy
sea.
as the eldritch horror, or the
Rippling
horror of
the
the stars.
I think you should have used that minion. Just blew it up, cause like that's
It could get
terrifying.
bigger.
No, get its pussy-looking mouth out of my face.
Hey, I'm still recording, please.
Bleep. EK.
Yep.
Am I cleared to leave?
Yeah,
I have
you're
some
good.
things I have to do.
Hope you enjoyed.
Thank you.
I know it was shorter than normal, but I hope you at least had some fun.
Yeah, I have fun, yeah.
It was a
Heck
lot
yeah.
of fun.
Alright. You guys have a good night.
I too had
good
fun.
You as well.
Thank you.
Glad you had fun. I'll be hosting one shots every now and then when my session's not in session. So
Okay.
if you're ever interested in more or even retrying this, let me know.
Alright.
Always.
I'm always down.